But keep it with the expectations from the policy tomorrow. Mr. Y.M. Deosthali, Chairman and MD at L&T Finance Holdings as well, joins us on the show. Mr. Deosthali, good chatting with you as always. The RBI is set to announce the first bi-monthly monetary policy review come tomorrow. What is it that you're expecting?
Yes, inflation has softened to some extent, and that definitely gives some scope for the Reserve Bank of India to look at rates. But I think my view is that Reserve Bank of India will look for stability, and they will look for a stable inflation environment. They have set some targets for consumer price index, and that's what they are going to monitor. My view is that they will certainly look at reducing or softening of interest, but they will do that over a period of time and not immediately. For the time being, it is expected that the rates will be maintained. I will be pleasantly surprised if they take a stand of reducing the interest rates.
Right, morning Mr. Deosthali, Nikunj Talmi also joining in. Mr. Deosthali, how much of a factor is the high rate situation as far as growth is concerned, and do you believe growth is suffering not just because of high rates but because of a number of other factors as well?
Oh yes, actually interest rate is not the only determinant as our factor which affects growth. It is one of the factors. It is an important factor, but that's not the only thing. There are several other issues which really impact growth. For example, we talked at length about the problems of the infrastructure sector. That particular sector provides growth, and what we have seen is that in almost all the sectors, roads, ports or power, there has been a limited growth over the last 1 or 2 years. Secondly, because of the issues with reference to policies, land acquisition, environment clearance, state support is also a very important element. We also need to make sure that the state support agreement is made a condition precedent, because ultimately the projects are implemented in the states. So there are several factors which affect this particular sector. Apart from that, manufacturing, I think what we need is a tremendous boost to manufacturing sector today. It not only provides job, but it also creates it provides an environment for exports. We need to make sure that export incentive industries are given the necessary boost so that we become more and more competitive in terms of exports, and in addition to that, it also supports the manufacturing growth in the country. So there are, and lastly, I think the global situation also has some impact on the growth. It's not that we are an insulated economy, and so if the demand for commodities globally is low, naturally I think people will be hesitant to add capacities in the domestic market as well, and they will look at the global situation. So all these factors matter. Luckily, I think the global situation in the advanced countries is improving. US, Europe, we see some good signs of growth, and therefore at this point in time it is essential that the export oriented industries are given incentives to make sure that they increase capacities, and they also capture share of market in the international market. So there are several factors which really influence the growth, and all of them need to be looked at holistically. Interest rate is only just one factor.
Okay, just stay with us. We are going to just come right back to you as well, Mr. Deosthali. But just want to bring up Jubilant Foodworks as well for you on your screens, because that has been now up for a second day on the trot, and the stock is now above its 50 DMA. So it's given you a very good price and volume breakout. 1070 is where the stock is right now. Not just that, take a look at the market as well. The Nifty, by the way, has now been up for an 8th day. It's posted the longest rally since September 12th, 2012 all the way, and it's a record high again. You've got PNB and BOB, which are the top gainers on the index right now. Bharti as well has made a very strong move. Meantime, Hero MotoCorp, Ultratech Cement, L&T, ACC as well as Hindalco have hit fresh highs for themselves as we speak. But Mr. Devasthali, coming back to you, give us an overview of the growth that you have seen in L&T Finance this quarter, and going forward, which will be the main growth drivers for you?
As you are aware, we are a diversified group. We are not a company which is in one niche market. And so we are present in infrastructure, we are present in retail and rural, we do consumer financing, we also do corporate funding. So we have a comprehensive book in terms of lending. Our focus in all these businesses will depend on the market situation in each of these sectors, and it provides us an opportunity to de-risk because of the diversification of the portfolio. So currently, for example, the demand or the market for construction equipment, commercial vehicle is relatively poor, and therefore there has been degrowth in the last fiscal in both these segments. So we today are extremely cautious in our approach as far as this business is concerned. On the other hand, the market for rural equipment, the market for consumer financing, because we have a lower base in housing, two-wheelers we have a reasonable market share, cars we have a lower base, so there is a scope for us to increase market share in some of these things. And tractors it has been a good year. Last year was a very good year. We hope the next year also should be okay. So we will focus not only on tractors but all equipment which are required for the rural market. As far as infrastructure is concerned, it will be again a very cautious approach. We will take selective calls on companies or projects which are reasonably good in terms of viability, returns, and will be very selective in addressing the market. One last point on the portfolio: we are promoting infrastructure debt fund, and we will look at financing operational projects, and that is going to be one of the major drivers of growth for the year 2014-15.
Are you seeing any signs of growth picking up soon, and what will be the main triggers for corporate credit demand to pick up?
Well, what we are sensing is that yes, there is some slight improvement. I wouldn't say green shoots, but there is a slight improvement as compared to the situation about a couple of years ago. So there is some change. It is too early to talk about that. Our approach as far as this corporate book is concerned is to make sure that we don't do any unsecured lending. That is extremely important. We also look at the credit rating of corporates. So we have shifted to higher credit rating than what was there in a couple of years ago. So it is actually safety that is going to be more important: safety, security, quality. And that's going to be critical as far as this book is concerned. There are opportunities in this market as well, in this current situation, and we will choose some of those opportunities, and we will still have a decent growth in the corporate book in the next year as well. It is it's not appropriate for me to talk about any numbers because we are just about to close the year. We will discuss that later once the results are announced.
Mr. Devasthali, the RBI is likely to issue new bank licenses soon as well. How hopeful are you of obtaining the license, and what preparations have you made internally in anticipation of one?
The latter part of the question is very easy to answer. We haven't heard anything. So you know more than what we know. And we have made an application and we are awaiting clearance from Reserve Bank of India. In terms of preparation, as you know, we have a comprehensive book, and if we get a license, the entire book will get transferred. So we are doing some work in terms of how to transfer the book seamlessly to a bank as and when it happens. And there are some other no regret preparations which we are making, and at this point in time that's the only comment which I can offer.
Appreciate it, Mr. Devasthali, and thank you for joining us. Top traded counters: Suzlon right up there, it's a penny stock. JP Power, 2-digit stock. JP Associates, 2-digit stock. Unitech, 12 rupees, 6.8 million shares. IFCI, 3.8 million shares. So